Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Frostpunk 2, where things are going okay at the moment. We just had a big increase in our workforce, which is useful. We need the additional workforce. However, they are very much of the new Londoner community, and we've been focusing very much on the Frostlanders at the moment. And also, it's going to be very much a drain on our resources. So initially, this is what we need to deal with. We need to get some more housing down. I want to get some more food down, and generally we want some logistics and some extraction districts going, because eventually we're going to run out of stuff, and that's going to be a problem for us. So over here I want an extraction district because we need materials, realistically. So we're going to get that built, and I'm also going to get myself another housing district down over here. There we go, housing district. However, we can't put it too close to the extraction district. Well, that's going to cause squalor. Fine. Obviously, I want it to be heated as best possible from the elements, but it doesn't look like that's going to be possible. So I wonder if it's... We can't do that over there either, really. Again, it's too close to that. I think we've pretty much done all the sheltered areas that we can find. Instead, we're going to have to put it here. It's quite far away. It's not ideal. And my hope is because it's close to another housing district. Sort of. I'm just going to cancel that, I think. If I can. It's been built now. Fine. So that should hopefully fix our materials, or at least slow down our material issue. Food is nothing we're going to want to deal with. Food, of course, is very important. So we're going to need another district for that, but for that we're going to need more heat, more materials. We don't have that at the moment for sure. Yeah, lots more people live among us now. In fact, even more so. I'm not sure where they came from. But that's going to be an even further drain on our resources. So we're definitely going to need to work on some more food for sure. How's our coal districts getting along? I could put you into emergency over time. I'd rather not if I don't have to, I'd rather not, in all honesty. This has got the most coal, so I'm going to put this one into emergency shifts. Because that might give us the extra coal that we require. There is another couple of coal streams over here, so I'm going to frost break over here. Just to get this all ready to go. There's another safe area there for some more shelter and safety. So I may well do that. I might frost break over there once I can, but like I said, I need more heat stamps. And for that I need more goods. Right, the city grows. Steward, a new count, has revealed significant growth in our population in recent weeks. Some attribute the rise to an influx of settlers from the Frostland, others to births and unmarine deaths. Don't worry, I'm sure that will change soon. Whatever the cause, we've adjusted our calculation of the city's needs to reflect the new numbers. Yeah, because that's only going to last us, 39 weeks at the moment with the food. So actually, I think probably next... Oh goodness, we need so much stuff. Right, next it's going to have to be food and housing, I think. If we don't have materials, we don't have materials, but if we don't have food, can't do much at all. I do want an extraction district down, and I think we were making our way towards one, weren't we? There also seems to be infinite food source over here. But that requires a certain tech, fine. Was it over here the prefabs? Yes, but there's only 400 of them. But it would certainly help. So I'm tempted to come over here and do some more frost breaking in this area. Then probably actually work my way down here to this ground down here, because that would be pretty useful for us, I would say. It's going to be sheltered from the wind. It's going to be pretty useful for us. Because I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're gonna try nonetheless. Cancel recess for 1 more week. Mules available. We also have our tree that's idle, but for this we need heat stamps, so we really need to get our heat stamps up and running. There's a lot of things we need to look after. So we'll have to see how that goes. Let's get time ticking along here while we get a few things sorted. Fine, so we're in surplus materials, which is excellent. We've managed to deal with some housing. But our coal demand is now going up, understandably. If I turn this other coal extract onto overtime, does that solve the problem? Okay, I could turn this on. That puts it into positive, but it only gives us 17 weeks of coal left. And that is going to make trust fools. Right, what's next? Worker shifts, weather adjusted shifts. This isn't going to pass, is it? No. Because everyone else is against it, we've all got other promises to deal with. So and also I imagine because the New Londoners have more of a power here now, that suggests to me that probably that's going to be a failed vote. So we're going to have to vote, there's nothing else we can do. That's going to be our first failed, yeah, our first failed law. Fine. So we tried, we failed. As the capital authorities weakened, different groups started pulling the city in their own direction. New London overpopulated, whiteouts ruined expansion attempts, and our coal is finally running out. Without heat and shelter, people will start freezing to death. Although the captain appointed you wrong before he passed, people are anxious you're not up to the task. Prove them wrong, steward. Okay, process city of development effort. We've got 29 weeks to do that. Fine, we'll do that when that next comes along. And that's a promise to the New Londoners. This has only got a week left to do that, but I think... yeah, I think it's actually 29. Okay, frost breaking over there is nearly done. We are now making enough materials, which is excellent. Over on construction, I want myself an extraction. Yeah, I definitely want one of these. I could, I suppose, just make heat stamps, but I'm not sure that's a very good idea. Okay, what's going on here? Fire in the shaft. Coal is running out. Steward, a fire has broken out in our coal mine. If we don't react, we'll lose the mine along with the deposit. Some of the stalwarts engaged in the rescue effort insist we can still save the mine. Bucketing the air supplied to the shaft and suffocating the flames. So, some of the child miners are still making their way out. It will suffocate them too. After we deal with the crisis in the dust coal mine, we'll ensure these accidents do not happen again. We save the deposit, or some child miners will die, or no, we can't lose our coal. Children, for the greater good.
A memorial will be held this evening to honor those who gave their lives in the mines.
God. Well, just one fool. Killing children. Just what we wanted to see. Right, extraction district. I need me some prefabs, please. How big does this need to be? I don't think it needs to be that big. So let's do that again. Extraction district can go here, here, and there. Needs to be 6 big, that'll do. That'll get us some more prefabs. That will allow us to actually work on other things, which is going to be important. It's going to knock down our materials again. But then after that we're going to have to work on some other things, such as food. And of course housing. How's the frost breaking going over here? We really need more heat stamps. I can't remember, is this giving us heat stamps or is this giving us prefabs? Materials. That's prefabs. I think we are doing the correct thing, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see as time goes on. We are also exploring the Frostland as well. We'll have to see how that goes as time goes on. This deposit is nearly depleted. That means we can probably dismantle it and actually put in a housing district there or something, which would solve some problems for sure. Obviously, it wouldn't solve the coal problem, but you know that's gonna we're gonna have to get around to that. There is more coal. There's a little bit more coal up here, but we've got to wait for our heat stamps to come in. So let's speed up time. Deadly cold. Due to cold, some of our people have frozen to death. 122, including some during the emergency shifts. But the emergency shifts are important. We need them. It's not ideal. I'd rather not. We also have minor crime. We need to increase... We need to increase our goods intake, because goods are limited. Need to remember how to get them. They are from our industrial districts. Gotcha. There's heat stamps, which are also very important. Yeah, by satisfying goods demand, fine. So we need to get ourselves an industrial district down, that's for sure. But first we have an event. Yeah. More cold in the city. Trust continues to fall. Still at neutral for now, though. Food, can we last a little while longer? 33 weeks before that runs out. I do need more heat stamps. I need to work out that. Only 6.6 unmet goods, though. It's hardly, you know, major. Do we frost break over here for some more food, I wonder? There's a nice big food vein over here. So let's do that. Get that frost breaking. Yeah, goods are only... We're only losing 6.6 from goods per turn. It doesn't feel that useful, but these goods are contributing to crime. But I feel like we have more important things to focus on in actuality. Right, extraction. You are making us prefabs, which is obviously useful. Remind me what prefabs are actually useful for. Okay, so this just allows us to build things, gotcha. Fine. Any kind of structure requires prefabs, gotcha. I think probably we need to focus on food next. Housing will come with time. If people die, people die. Even though we are about to come into a colder season, which is obviously not ideal. We need a few more heat stamps, then we can try to get a bit more housing down. Just need another... Well, one heat stamp. We only get 13 a week though, so we can only really build something every month, which is hardly perfect. Right, housing district. Okay, I don't think you've got enough. Yeah, I think we need to do some more frost breaking here, unfortunately, before we're ready for this. So get that frost breaking, that's important. But the crevasse will be somewhere safe for people to live. George Fairweather, who's a cripple, he's missing his little sister. Lucy didn't come home from the mine. The last time it got cold, I gave her my gloves and we huddled together. Mum didn't make it, I lost my hands to the frost. Lucy was always strong. She took care of me, then worked 2 jobs, boxed in the arena, a real fighter at 13. She would have given herself to save that mine any day. Thanks to her, it's not proper cold, but how can I go on without her? Sorry, George. I can't even... With the lack of heat stamps, I'm really struggling to even just increase anything at the moment. I'm hoping that the stuff we find from this kind of other areas could be really useful for us, because we're going to need it. Oh, that's interesting. We can create a trade route. Gotcha. That's good to know. Okay, we're up to 97%. More people registering as sick off work. It's not perfect, but I don't really see what alternatives we have. You know, food is only going to last another 29 weeks. That's not very long at all. So we have to go for a food district here. That's imperative, really. We're going to make a very strangely shaped one. I think we'll do this here. Although it probably needs a hub just to actually hold the food. Yeah, food supply hub requires 80 heat stamps. Goodness me! Right, we'll have to come back for that. What have we found over here? The jettisoned secondary engine of a dreadnought. Under its hull, we found a core, an irreproducible component from before the frost that we can use to power our most advanced technology. Fissures in ice suggest the dreadnought travelled to the frozen bay a long time ago. We'll dismantle that wreck. We also have an abandoned coal mine. A mining complex inhabited by children a long time ago. Over the years they grew old and became citizens in New London. The last miners were ordered home by the captain, but we know some coal remains in the shafts. The approach trail is in poor condition. We found a warehouse for the prefabs the captain intended to use to improve it again. We could take them or just leave them in place if we want to use the mine again. I think we'll probably go for that. How does this work, this trails bit? Okay, we're gonna have to work out how this works. So I need to build a trail or a skyway. There's only so many ways we can go, however, it seems. Interesting. Looks like this is 448,000 coal. Oh, I was connecting the wrong way. I see. So we've got to get it back in. We don't have enough heat stamps, however. But that would give us the additional coal. Should not be a bad thing in the slightest. Just going to work out kind of the most efficient route to get there. We do need... I see things over there, right. So for that we need 100 heat stamps, fine. In the meantime, let's send our remaining exploring team out, because I don't think we need them for that job. Oh no, it does require 10 out. It does require 10 Frostland teams, fine. I think the others are doing something of importance. I don't really need more Frostland dwellers, to be perfectly honest. More Frostlanders. I'm not willing to escort them at the moment. How long is it going to take us to get 100? It's going to take us ages to get 100 heat stamps, that's the problem. But it would give us a much more regular supply of coal. Well, actually, at the moment, is coal the problem? I know one of our... Actually, yeah, one of our coal supplies is about to run out. So we could even... Well, there's only got 7 weeks left, so we can get that done and then get the other coal in instead. I think that will work well. So let's get time ticking along while that happens. Okay, cores. Remind me. They're essentially upgrading the generator and constructing advanced buildings. Manufacturing technology of comparable quality is nearly impossible in current environment. You can find additional cores by exploring the Frostland. Gotcha. So if I go here, so the generator and the council hall. Yeah, so I'd have to research that. Fine, well, we can probably do that. Go to heating. Generator upgrade 1, that requires 75 oil supply in New London. Oh, where do we get oil from? Resources, I would suppose, but from there, I'm not entirely sure, really. Go to sawmills, but all of this requires heat stamps that I do not have. Okay, well, I know for future that heat stamps are a real concern for us, because there's just, it doesn't seem to be... I know you can get them via more laws and buildings. Let me speak to the New Londoners. 422 does significantly worsen. What about the stalwarts? Will they give me stuff? What about the Frostlanders? How are they with us at the moment? They will give us less. I'm going to raise funds. That does mean, though, that these guys are a little bit against us, the New Londoners. But this gives us heat stamps, which we sorely need. This is to keep us alive, chaps. This is not... I'm not doing this for no reason. I'm doing this for an important cause, to be honest. So go there. Over to here. Can we make it over there? This one looks like we can't. So we'll build something here in case we want to connect something up over there. And it's going to take 4 weeks to build, fine. But that will sort our coal problem, which is important. Right, next, before we do that, I'm going to give these New Londoners an agenda. Although I'm intending to pass the city development effort anyway. So just got to find that. It's going to be under city, I would imagine. 3 essentials. City development effort. Main district produces a small amount of prefabs. I'm fine to propose that. And we can just vote against that because that should be supported, as this is something that the Londoners want. Even if they're against us, it should still pass.
The votes are in. The measure.
Okay, so trust rises with New Londoners, and they're back up to neutral with us. Excellent. Do we know what the next vote is going to be? We'll have a thing. We've got 10 weeks to get that happening. Let's also get some form of tech moving in the right direction. Because I feel like it's going to be needed. Housing installation would not be a bad one for us to do. Everyone wants us to do asbestos lining. Obviously asbestos is not great, but everyone would agree with this idea and would give us more heat in the housing district. So I'm going to do that one. And I'm going to... Okay, we've already got the food on along the way. I want to build myself an industrial... Is it industrial or logistics? Hang on. Because I feel like I want more heat stamps going forward. I feel like we need goods. Now, goods we can get from something. Industrial output. So industrial districts would go and do that fine. Industrial district here. I don't think there's anything major here that we need to put here. So I'm going to put one of these down in this area. That can be built. We probably will need more materials to deal with that, but we can also get some housing down, especially as it's about to get colder. I want no potters. I want an unsuitable development. Well, tough. It's important. We actually need more prefabs. So prefabs, it makes 5 from the central district. Fine. Eventually we'll be able to turn off one of these coal. This coal thing will be turned off soon anyway. So I'm going to actually turn off emergency shifts there, because that feels unnecessary for us to do. Although that's a lot of coal we're going to be dropping down, because we are building a lot of things. How's the trail construction going here? It is underway. 1 week, 2 days left. I mean, it's not a permanent source of coal, but it is definitely more coal than we had before. So I'd say that is progress. And the New Londoners are generally happy with us. I'm not willing to let them... Am I willing to let them choose the next vote? I'm not willing to let them choose the next vote, but I'm willing to make a promise to them. So I can pass chemical additives. Disease is increased, but food is easier. Heat overclocking, or machine-centric shifts. Scholars marginally increase. That doesn't seem like a bad thing to do. So we've got to research machine-centric shifts. I think I can pass that. That's fine. And I'm happy to give a bit of relations to the... Yeah, I'm happy to give a bit of positive relations to the New Londoners. I'm not going to let them pick the vote, however, but I think it's still going to be the worthwhile thing to do. It's getting colder. Temperature will soon plummet, but hopefully not for too long. How are we doing on the old prefabs? So yeah, a lot of people are getting sick. And we're getting through a lot of materials here. This industrial district, I'm going to switch over to goods because I want to lower crime. I think that's an important thing to do. But our materials are going to go down quickly. So we might need to think about where else we can get some more materials from. So if we frost break round here, we might be able to get some more materials. Yeah, so let's do that. Get that frost breaking done. Right, how's the coal doing here? Is this now underway? It's not a permanent source of fuel, but it is more fuel. It does require a lot of Frostland teams though. We're definitely not going to turn it off, however. So that will start making its way back, which will hopefully help out with our coal issues somewhat. We'll have to see. Infectious agents, the first crack. Steward, during a routine medical examination performed by the stalwarts, a small group of Frostlanders refused to be assessed. These checkups are relics of years past, where a cough could endanger the city. That's gone now, we've adapted, one said. No point continuing this invasion of privacy. The stalwarts maintain that regular physicals help maintain the safety of our workers. It's vital we monitor our citizens' health, one foreman pushed back. We've had epidemics in the past, we mustn't allow another one. I'm going to say that we need mandatory checkups. I think that's important. It feels important, to be honest. Right, I want to also frost break over to this other area potentially. Because if I go to logistics. Yeah, so logistics district would be useful. That's going to require a few more prefabs that we have spare at the moment. But it will give us more Frostland teams, and I think we do need to keep exploring. The Gorge. We don't know what's there. And dangerous. Many scouts will be injured. There's a wise woman in the hills. We do need to find actual, you know, important things. And I don't know if it might well be through the gorge. We'll have to see. And that will take 21 weeks to enact. Right, why are we getting through so much coal? This, fine. This one has now got through as much as we can, I see. So there's no point keeping here. Let's demolish it. And we'll get another district down. There is a little bit more coal here. Not a huge amount by any means. But it's better than nothing. Food is somewhat stabilised for now. Materials not so much. More people are freezing to death. Just because of the shelter. So actually we need some quite a few. We do actually need some more prefabs now. There's not much we can do about that until we sort out all these other issues. I think we might be in trouble here. For sure. Right, extraction. Let's get some coal down here. It's not going to last very long though. So I think that's probably all the coal here. So we're going to have to find some, yeah. We're going to have to find some more coal in a hurry. Because that's not going to, that's only going to last us for 3 weeks, goodness me. Right, something's going to be turned off. It's probably going to have to be you. Because that was just taking more, more power than we have. We're about to run out of coal. What else is causing stuff? I mean, materials. We are stagnant, so I'm actually going to turn that off for the time being. No, don't go on emergency shifts, that's silly. Turn off. Just trying to think where... Okay, let's think about this sensibly. Go to the generator. If we turn the generator off, that gives us obviously coal a month and makes it very cold indeed. Council's ready to go. Let's have a look. It's probably have to be something to do with coal or something like that. We'll take goods. Yeah, we'll do this one here. I actually prefer this one, to be honest. Durable goods. I don't know how that would go. So they won't negotiate because they've got an active promise. And the stalwarts won't either. So that suggests to me it probably won't pass, but we're going to have to vote on it anyway. No, that's not going to pass, I don't think. Oh, I might do. No, not quite. Damn. Right, our coal has capitulated. I don't know why. We should be getting coal in from there. You guys are already on. There should be another big coal thing going already. So what's taking our coal at the moment? Just the generator. I'm guessing because it might just be because it's extra cold. But it's gonna have to be turned off anyway. So the generator's going to have to be turned off, at least for now. I know that's going to make people very cold. I'm very sorry. We've got asbestos. That wonderful thing as we now know it. We have asbestos, so I'm hoping that's going to work in our favour. We're going to go to heat dispatcher. What does heat dispatcher do? Actuated heat dispatcher, interesting. I feel like we need to focus on resources more than anything else. Sawmills, that goes into coal. Untreated sawmill, mechanised sawmill. This one has vastly more heat demand, although it does increase the output, but we'll do this one here. Untreated sawmills, because also we're in a bit of a bad spot with the Frostlanders at the moment, I would say. Because we need a bit of coal. We need to get our coal back up and running. This is up and running, but I can turn it on to emergency shifts. That's going to give us a bit of coal back. Does that mean I can turn the generator back on? I turn the generator back on. No, it's not enough. The other thing is we can't seem to adjust the level that the generator is on, which I think you could do in the original game. You can put it onto overdrive, but of course that's not going to help much. in the long run. So, I mean, actually overdrive will give us some coal. So I'm just going to have to watch that overdrive meter. Extraction district 300, abandoned mine outpost 250. So we clearly cannot rely on coal for much longer. I don't think there's any other coal on this map at all. Fine, so we need to keep moving. So we need a logistics district. But that, I'm guessing, can only go on this thing up here, which is frustrating. So let's get moving in this direction. Please tell me I can make it there this time. Not quite. Okay, we'll get started. 199 weeks of gold left is not a huge amount. Not in the slightest. We're also going to run out of materials soon as well. So that's from the food district, the extraction district. I feel like actually this is going pretty poorly. So we'll leave things there for now. And next time we will attempt our best to keep pushing in the right direction. We've got an event here, let's have a look at this quickly. Worried about her son looking for a culprit. Little Joey's been coughing all night, his forehead's as hot as the generator. It's them Turners, I know it's them. They got that new flu and here they are strolling around the neighbourhood, carrying on their business. They're killing people, that's what they're doing. Oh please, Lord Almighty, I can't stand to lose another child. Someone's got to get through to them. So yeah, the lack of a law regulating contagion prevention is causing tension to rise throughout the city. I think we are actually going to probably fail this mission, even though it's the very first mission. But I went into this blind, knowing that it might be tough. We'll have to see. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.